Everybody learns the rules.
اوكي انا
All of them.
اتوقع
Rule number 1. Certain weapons
الجهاز
work better on
بش
certain
يطوفه.
monsters. Learn it or die. Oh.
think now we're back
option
online
B then.
صح؟ ما في كان hear me guys ولا لا؟
Rule number 2. Use turrets to protect that unstable dust bomb we call the crystal. Because it's their catnip. And if it goes, you go. Yep, just like that. Rule number 3. Watch your squad. Even if you've got the guns, the turrets, and the crystal, you can't do everything by yourself. If you fight alone, you die alone. Together again. And rule number 4?
Okay,
Well,
I think we're live again.
if you've got all
Just
that going, but you still
a few
can't win,
seconds.
you gotta change the squad.
Okay, thank you. Let me just fix the camera.
Tag team. I'm in.
What are you guys doing tonight? If you're lucky enough to have a PS5, you're probably getting ready to play Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. I've been playing it and having a ton of fun. Well, later today, the team at
Sorry for that,
Insomniac is going
guys.
to be doing a special launch stream on Twitch. And to tell us more, take it away, Marcus and Mike.
Hey Jeff and everybody watching Summer Games Fest Kickoff Live.
I think
Marcus Smith here, creative director at
ما في مشكلة
Insomniac
باللابتوب
Games for
هالمرة مو
Ratchet &
النتورك.
Clank Rift Apart. We're
I'm
excited
sorry,
that players
guys.
finally get a chance to play the game tomorrow, and to celebrate, we want to spend some more time with you today. At 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, to live stream the first hour of Rift Apart. Isn't that right, Mike?
That's right. I'm Mike Daly, the game director of Rift Apart. In addition to playing through the opening of the game, we'll also be taking your questions live and talking about what it was like to develop the game behind the scenes. So please join us at twitch.tv/InsomniacGames at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern.
I think الجيم هذا هم وايد عليه ضجة ف الناس راح تستانس عليه.
We'll see you there.
كل متأمل أنا للحين Final Fantasy game.
All right, we're now about to be joined by the one and only Giancarlo Esposito to talk Far Cry 6. Giancarlo, thank you for joining us. Why did you want to take on this role?
They came to me with this phenomenal idea and had proposed that I play Anton Castillo, the leader of Yara, with this big vision and dream for his country. And it really appealed to me because he was a guy who first came from a love of his family and a love of his community and country. And it was so in line with what's going on in the world politically today and what has happened in the past. I thought, what a great opportunity. The other part of it is it's just a different technology that's so brand new. And it excites me as a filmmaker that I wanted to be a part of it.
All right, well, you've played some
Nice.
absolutely amazing villains in your career. What was it like being a video game villain?
No, I'm not a villain. I gotta push back on you. I'll let you finish. But this guy loves his country. He wants to empower you, Keely. He wants to empower you to stand up and speak your truth. Now, you can go back to calling me a villain if you like.
Well, you are smiling on the box. You're a good guy, right?
I am, because I feel like we as human beings fall in line. And I want to be a renegade within reason. How do you like that? Because I think part and parcel of us falling in line and doing what we need to do and thinking about the cumulative effect of our doing what's right, and the example of that is also to stand up and say, no, I do agree that they're good and bad about all people, but this guy, out of his love and passion for his people, even if they're faceless to him at certain points in time, allow him to be an absolute hero.
Speaking of your character, who did you base him on or study to create this character?
It's so interesting because, of course, the obvious choice to study is Fidel Castro, and it is Cuba, an island that had so many resources. But really, the dream of the ability of the dictator to cultivate those resources, something got in the way there. And hopefully that can change in the years to come. It's funny you asked me that question, because I was just talking to one of my daughters about Ceausescu and also Hitler, because we were talking about zodiac signs and what signs were certain people. What is that mindset that has you wanting to have power over others? And for each dictator, it's different. She'd never heard of Ceausescu and studied political science and all this in college. Where'd my money go? So anyway, so.
All right, well, one last question for you. Who would win in a square-off between Gus Fring, Moff Gideon, and Anton?
You know, and I have my favorites in those two. So you asked me
don't
this
spoil
question.
anything. I didn't play Last of Us 2. I don't know whose ad is that.
I say Moff Gideon. Immediately. You know, somehow I think Gus is colder and displays that coldness in a very particular way. You know, I think Anton could be the most violent man on earth. But given his situation, he may not rise to that occasion or may not have the time. Moff Gideon is otherworldly. This guy thinks in a different way, and he knows what you're thinking before you say it. And he does all his own dirty work, and he has an incredible tool to help him out. So I'm going to say Moff Gideon.
Fair enough. All right, Giancarlo, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will check out the revolution in Far Cry 6.
And I can't wait for it to begin. Let the games begin!
Awesome. All right, thank you so much, Giancarlo. If you haven't picked up on it yet, Prime Gaming unlocks a ton of in-game benefits for Amazon Prime members, like an exclusive Valkyrie skin in Apex Legends, $200,000 in GTA cash every week you play GTA Online, and in Fall Guys, you get a special Burning Circuits costume for your bean through June 21st. Now, speaking of Fall Guys, the time has come to reveal a brand new costume coming to the game based on a legendary game franchise. Check it out.
Okay. لا 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 اوكي اوكي لا مو كذي الوضع مسخره صراحه. جون 80 بالضبط. هذيك شنو؟ Genshin? Yeah, that's I think Genshin Impact.
When the vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away.
Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents, and hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again.
Your opponent is new to the clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament.
The vision is missing.
The sounds of nature turn into a clamor of noise during stormy weather. The winds are coming. Clouds high. The birds come!
So today we've announced games, a publisher, Prime Matter, so why not announce a developer too? And joining me now are Dave Anthony and Jason Blundell from the newly formed Deviation Games. We know you guys well from all your amazing work over the years at Treyarch and Call of Duty Black Ops, but what can we expect from your new studio, guys?
Well, thanks, Jeff. And look, Jason and I, we've been mates for donkey's years. And we're like an all-married couple, Jeff. And we've been working together for a week. And we've worked on some huge franchises. You know the games.
I'm not into it.
And
that's how I thought,
when you're working on those franchises on long-established IPs, you're working very straight creatively about what you can do. So we thought, after all these years, you know, what if we deviated?
One of the good games.
Deviation Games.
الفان بيس مالها وايد قوي.
Jeff, just trust me.
Community مالها وايد زين حتى.
From day one, we got complete financial security to work with creative freedom and time, not just to make a brand new IP, which is what we're doing, but a groundbreaking new IP with innovation at its very core. And the team at Deviation Games, the culture we have is really, really simple. There's no place for ego. it's the best idea that always wins, and that's deviation games.
All right, well, big ideas from you guys as we would expect. Now, I know it's very early and there is nothing to show on the game today, but can you tell us a bit about what kind of game you're making? What can we expect?
Yeah, I mean, you're very right there, Jeff. Very early, but a lot of exciting stuff going on. So essentially, we spent the last year building the team, right? And so what we knew was we wanted to collect passionate, creative, collaborative people and bring them together kind of under one roof. And that's what Deviation Games is. So yeah, we don't have anything to show right now, but that collaboration, that imagination is going on, and we're going to have something that's going to, I think, leave an indelible mark in the industry when we come out.
All right. Well, with you guys involved, as I said, we're excited about it. There is one more
المشكلة مو بس كذي إن يعني الستوري is so slow. يعني I think since you played Final Fantasy 14, you played World of Warcraft. هناك البيس شوي سريع وفيه اكشن وايد. ينشن احس لا يعني للحين قاعد اجمع مانجا وطاط صار في ايش قاعد اسوي يعني. فما حبيت البيس مالها اصلا. But still, it's a nice game. I'm not saying that's a bad game. بس ما يزتني.
The partnership with PlayStation, it's all about quality. From soup to nuts, this project is all about quality. And our team of deviators that we have back in the studio, we're doing this for you. We are so proud of you. And the partnership with Sony, it's very, very simple. I mean, God, just look at the track record of consistency, of high-quality games that they do.
بالضبط يعني على كثر ما أنا لعبت يعني حتى ما أدري إذا أنا الحين بدنجن ولا بترايل ولا هذا بوس ولا شنو هذا. فما عجبني شيء. ما عجبني اللي قاعد يصير يعني مع ان مساء شفت الكاتسين كان حلو صراحه. العالم هذا يقرق. ما سويت لا رجعت مكانك. هذا خليه يسكت انا اقدر اسولف. من كثر ما ان البيس كان فيري سلو انا لعبت طبعا اول ما نزلت فما كان فيها كونتنت بس عارفين زين ماكو شيء يخليني العب اللعبه. Performance. But right now, here's the Philharmonic Orchestra in Prague performing the music of Sonic Unleashed. Sonic Unleashed. Let's have fun. Love orchestra music. All right, Sunday, Warner Brothers Games and Turtle Rock will be giving players a new look at the zombie multiplayer fun of Back 4 Blood. And right now, we've got a quick tease of a new boss and news on the beta coming later this summer. وبوس. ولا شيء.
One of the things I'm most passionate about is getting you guys access to play more games at home. Last year, Steam and Xbox did incredible demo events around Summer Game Fest, and this year, Steam's Next Fest starts next Wednesday, and Xbox is back again to do an ID at Xbox demo event, which I'm announcing right now. It starts on Tuesday, and it's completely free, no badges required. One of the games I'm most excited about in the lineup is Tunic from my fellow Canadian Andrew Scholdice. Here he is to give you a little sneak preview of the brand new demo, which you can exclusively play on Xbox starting on Tuesday.
Hi, my name is Andrew Scholdice, and I'm working on Tunic,
which
is an isometric action adventure about a tiny fox in a big world where you explore the wilderness, fight monsters, and find secrets. I first started working on it about 6 years ago. It's been changing a lot over the years, but I'm really excited about where we've gotten it to today. So in Tunic, you start the game and you are a little fox that's washed up on a beach, and you don't have a whole lot of context except for, a lust for adventure. You wander off, and maybe you're going to find a stick, and maybe if you venture a little bit further, maybe you're going to find a sword. And it's really about that sense of discovery, about wondering what's around the next corner. People have played the game at shows before, but we wanted to put together a brand new demo that was, for the home audience. And so it's full of never before seen stuff, a brand new dungeon, a bunch of areas people haven't seen before.
So excited about Tunic, and Sable also is going to be one of the games in that, along with a lot of other awesome titles. So check that out next week on Xbox. Next up, Stave Off Ragnarok, in this ancient Norse-inspired co-op action survival RPG that you can also fully play solo. Classic hack-and-slash gameplay goes Viking. Norsefell's Tribes of Midgard, launching on PlayStation and PC July 27th. Here is the brand new trailer.
The giants have come to Midgard, and you have been chosen by the gods to protect this realm.
وايد قاعد يمشون على ثيم النورس ميثولوجي. خلاص.
Your tribe's journey starts in the wilderness. Hunt down pets, gather rare resources, and explore the untamed world. Once you've plundered all you can carry, return to your village and use those resources to forge Viking-worthy gear. You must protect the seed of Yggdrasil at all costs.
الجيم اللي مساء حسيته اسمها هذيك هيديز، كأنه هيديز.
Destroy these dark spirits before they destroy the seed. Each victorious knight makes way for a new day to venture into new lands.
والله ما يسوونها بومبا. والله ما يسوونها.
And with great risk comes great rewards.
لا هم يمسكون لك ثيم معين ويحلبون لك اياه حل. زومبي 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 خلصوا. بعدين فامبايرز 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 خلصوا. الحين هذول نورس 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 لمتى خلاص.
And it's time for us to end their path of destruction. Let's show them our might is greater than their height. As the saying goes, Valhalla can't wait.
Who's ready for some Evil Dead? We announced this game last December at TGA, and now it's time for an extended look at the gameplay. To tell us more, let's turn it over to my friend, Tim Willits from Saber.
Hi, Jeff. It's great to see you. Today, we have some extended footage of The Evil Dead, the game. We are excited to show you this, and to help me explain it is Bruce Campbell. Thank you.
لا 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 شكلها نايس.
Hola, cyber friends. I'm Bruce Campbell. You know me as Ash Williams, the dude who saved the world from evil. I'm here to bring you the lowdown on the upcoming Evil Dead, the game. You and your friends will team up as classic Evil Dead heroes to live the nightmare. You'll use savage finishing moves or tear evil a new one. Or, if you're not into the whole save the world thing, we have another option. You can play as the vile Kandarian demon itself. But who would want to do that? He'd be a dick. With the power of possession in your arsenal, you'll scare those goody two-shoes to death. Literally, you can do that if you're a dick. Whether you choose the path of evil or righteousness, you'll be throwing down in places you've seen before. You'll collect pages of the Necronomicon, uncover Novi's lost tapes, and track down other legendary artifacts.
ترى لو حاطينها هذه مود ولا شيء شو اسمها Dead for Daylight وايد احسن لهم يعني. ليش مسوينها لعبة بروحها؟
Soon you'll experience the horror yourself, but for now I'll leave you with this thought. It was no accident that Ash always wore brown pants.
نفسها انا والله عبالي ترى شيء DLC، عبالي اكسبانشن عليها يعني. خلاص Dead by Daylight يعني تقريبا فيها كل الشخصيات الا جيسون طبعا، فليش انا اروح اتفرع بلعبة ثالثة؟ وهم صايرة شوي اكشن زيادة. بس راح تصير مملة. اوكي اتس كول جيم بس راح تصير وايد مملة يعني اذا بيظل المود نفسه. لا 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 لا.
Okay, guys. Now
Oh,
it's time
Friday the 13th.
for the grand finale of the show.
اوكي
This
لحظة.
is extremely special.
نشوف الجراند فينالي
I am so deeply honored to be given the opportunity to share this next game. It comes from one of our industry's most acclaimed developers and a previous Game of the Year winner at the Game Awards. I want to personally thank this developer for believing in my vision of Summer Game Fest as a new way to bring all of us together for a cross-industry showcase and kick off the summer in the right way. So, without further ado, please sit back and enjoy this truly spectacular world premiere. It is finally time.
تقول finally وخبصني.
The tarnished will soon return, guided by grace once lost. The Golden Order is broken to its core.
Foul tarnished, in search of the Elden Ring, emboldened by the flame
and they will die in an unending curse. For how else is a champion or a lord to be born?
Well, a lowly tarnished, playing as a lord. I command thee now!
Brandish the Elden Ring. For all of us.
It actually happened. Elden Ring is coming, as you saw, January 21st, 2022 to next gen, current gen. It's so incredible, and I want to thank so much Miyazaki-san and the team at From for sharing that in-game look at Elden Ring. I hope you guys are happy. Oh my God, I'm free, out of prison, all right. And that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest Kickoff Live. Thank you so much to all the developers who took part, and for you and watching around the world, it means so much to me. Summer Game Fest continues all weekend with Netflix Geeked Week and Prime Matter tomorrow, Ubisoft Forward on Saturday, and Xbox and Bethesda on Sunday, Square Enix as well. Head to summergamefest.com for the full and complete schedule, and this is really just the kickoff to summer and a ton of other amazing events that I'm fully supportive of, and I'm very excited to see what they have in store for us as well. As for me, I'll see you again on August 25th for Gamescom Opening Night Live. And this December, I am so happy to say that the Game Awards will return as an in-person ceremony at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. More details are coming later this summer. Thanks again for being a part of Summer Game Fest. We will see you tomorrow for more, and stay tuned for the Day of the Devs with I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine right now. Good night, everybody.
حياك الله حياك الله حياك الله يلا باي باي. زين لحظة وايد كان خوش تريلر صراحة. من اللي أنا شفته It's a Dark Souls theme game. Elden Ring طبعا بس كنا نسمع عنها وما نشوفها، اللهم الصورة اللي كانوا يحطونها. انطر انت قاعد تسولف. It looks very amazing صراحة. بس it's a game اللي I want to watch and I don't want to play، لأن أنا ما أعرف ألعب Dark Souls وربعه إلا إذا من الحين قاعد ألعبهم ولفل. that was amazing صراحة. خوش تريلر صدق لما كان قال فينالي it was like wow وايد حلو. أصلا كان عبالي بيقول Dark Souls 4. كان وايد قوي صراحة. Hello Blue Panda, welcome to the stream. It was like a very nice trailer. Finally like يعني we have something about Elden Ring. حتى مساعة لما طلع شو اسمه راين رينولد قال ان انا ما راح اطلع اتكلم عنها ما شنو شيء، قال نقط نغزه حرق الشو يعني. بس it was like wow that's nice, that's a very good way to end this show زين and start the summer festival صراحة. so اذا كانوا هذول هم التريلرز اللي عندنا السمر فيست، فشنو راح يكون موجود عيل بإي 3؟ شنو التريلرز اللي راح يكونون بإي 3؟ اتمنى اي 3 ما يكون disappointing نفس كل سنه. again ignore last year. last year ما كان في أي E3 show. ف again let's hope. I think I mentioned that أول stream إنه كان في إشاعة إن there's a new Final Fantasy game بتكون على طريقة Souls game. That was weird. وما عندنا أي خبر عن Final Fantasy 16. في إشاعة طلعت إن في new remake for a Final Fantasy game. So still we don't know anything about that. اليوم هم قريت a new thing regarding Resident Evil game. إن Resident Evil 9 will take 6 to 7 years in development. I was like, huh? ليش؟ So that was weird بعد. فأتمنى إن E3 they mention something or they clarify this tweet. شنو بعد فيها؟ هم Resident Evil 8 يعني اوكي. Most of us finished Resident Evil 8. راح يكون فيها DLCs فيها شيء ولا خلاص that's it, this is the game ومع السلامة يلا امشوا. So I hope إن E3 they mention something like that. وهم let's say إن الفايتنج جيمز اللي نزلوا خلاص كلهم almost ما بيقول dead الناس الحين قاعدة تلعبهم بس إنه خلاص we need a brand new game يعني in Capcom we need a new Street Fighter, Rival School, Darkstalkers, any fighting game from Capcom games. تكن خلاص يعني تكن لمتى وصل سيزن مليون. we need a new Tekken game. نفس الشيء نذر استوديو مورتال كومبات يعني تقول انه في اكسبانشن او في كومبات باك جديد او انه خلاص you move to Injustice. هم كل فتره they switch from game to another. Guilty Gear طبعا خلاص نزلت. Guilty Gear نزلت. I think I'm gonna buy it على نهاية الشهر and we're gonna try it. I'm not a big fan of Guilty Gear بس why not. يقولون ان الجيم الجديد it's much نقول welcoming for new players. gonna try that. King of Fighter طبعا مطولين فهم كفايتنج جيمز like في some news عليهم بس still ماكو اي شيء. يمكن RPG games هني شفنا Tales of Arise اذا ماني غلطان which is like fine بس still ما في RPG game. وايد مركزين على المالتي بلاير, وايد مركزين على الباتل رويال, وايد مركزين على العاب معينه صافين زين خلاص لمتى ف we need something new. okay يعني حتى لما طلع كوجيما وكيدث ستراندينج والتريلر كان كله كانه مثل جير 1. ما اقول لك ابي جيم جديد بس what about like some games ان احنا ممكن نستانس فيهم بدل ما انتم بس قاعد تسوي لنا هالتريلرات البايخه. نفس ما قال بومبر مساء. في وايد جيمز ما لهم داعي, وايد جيمز موجودين على ولا شيء. لمتى احنا قاعدين نلعب العاب قديمه يعني انا مثلا الحين 2021 الحين قاعد العب العاب يعني المفروض نازله من 2018 2017 2016. ايضا لعبه لعبتها صح هي ريزيدنت ايفل, اللي قبلها كانت مثلا ياكوزا 7, اللي قبلها فاينل فانتسي 7 ريميك, شنمو للحين ما لعبتها, ديث ستراندينج للحين ما لعبتها, ستار وورز ذا فولن جداي ما لعبتها. ساعهم وي توكت اباوت اللي هم من دارك بيكتشر. شنو كان اسمها؟ نسيت اسمها. ايوه استغفر الله نسيت اسم اللعبه الا اتذكر الحين بس انا قفلت الا اتذكر. مو ديد باي داي لايت, شنو كان اسمها؟ المهم اللي هي كانت من شركه دارك موشن او دارك بيكتشرز, اللي تكون ستوري دريفن اند يو هاف تو بيك some choices وهذا كله راح ياثر على النهايه. ما لعبت العابهم يعني منهم حتى هيفي رين انا ما لعبتها. مو ايفل ديد, لا مو ايفل ديد. شنو كان اسمها؟ استغفر الله. انتل دون سوري انتل دون. يعني الالعاب القديمه يعني نفضل ان احنا نلعبها, واي شيء جديد يعني انا ما قاعد اشوف انه يكون وايد انترستينج. ايفل ديد جيم بلاي حلو بس ليش مسوينه جيم بروحه؟ هذا اللي غثني انا الموضوع صدق. ليش غثني بروحه يعني. ف اجين وهم الالعاب هذه نفس ما احنا لعبنا ديد باي داي لايت ومثل ما لعبنا فرايداي 13 راح ننزلها بفتره معينه نلعب نضحك بعدين تول بي ديليتد خلاص حتى ما راح نرجع لها مره ثانيه الا اذا هم عاد عندهم بلان محترم. وهذا الشيء تقريبا نفسه هم صار بمارفلز افنجر او افنجر سوري. يوم نزلت لعبناها خلصنا الكامبين. البوست جيم كان وايد سيء. الحين الجيم ما اتوقع في احد بالعالم قاعد يلعب الا يمكن الديفلوبرز. فالنيو جيمز ما بيقول صايرين خايسين ومشون، انا لا مو لهالدرجه انا يعني سلبي بالموضوع، بس قاعد يطلع مثلا من 10 العاب 3 العاب حلوين او لعبتين حلوين. اوكي يمكن كل واحد وذوقه. بس شوي الموضوع يعني مثلا احنا اليوم على قعدتنا هذه كلها احنا من الساعه تقريبا 8:30 زين او خلينا نقول 9 احنا الساعه 11 عشان ننطر بس يعني صدق هاو ماني جيمز ديد يو لايك. انا يمكن 3 جيمز بس من هذا التريلرات اللي حطوهم كلهم اونلي 3 جيمز اللي صار فيني اوكي هذول انا راح العبهم. فخلينا نشوف اي 3 شنو راح يصير. خلينا نشوف باكر اتوقع راح يكون في مور اناونسمنتس. السبت راح يبلش اي 3 وعندنا اسبوع كامل. طبعا هني يعني ما بيقول ما كان في جود اناونسمنتس بس كان يعني تقريبا بس وورد بريميرز. اوكي فهناك راح يصير مثلا عندنا مايكروسوفت عندهم شو بروحهم، وينكس شو بروحهم كامل، كابكوم، بثيسدا راح يكون هم عندنا حق نتندو يمكن يكون عندهم 3 ساعات اذا ماني غلطان نتندو دايركت او شيء كذي. ف وي هوب انه وي كان جيت سمثينج نيو، مو انه شغلات اعلنوا عنها وتعالوا نشوف الجيم بلاي، ولا شفنا تريلر تعالوا نشوف تريلر ثاني. وي نيد سمثينج سيريسلي نيو. وهم الحين مثلا انا كواحد عندي بي اس 5 كل الالعاب اللي كانت على البي اس 4 قاعد تنزل على البي اس 5 ما في شيء جديد. حتى مثلا الالعاب اللي عندي ترى بس سبايدر مان هي اللعبه الوحيده الجديده اللي انا لعبتها على البي اس 5 مع اساسن كريد فالهالا. اجين فالهالا نفس اللي انا مساكت قاعد اقول ان لعبتها ثيم نورس ميثولوجي. ف ما قاعد اقول انه ما قاعد نستانس، بس لمتى العاب قديمه موجوده قاعد تجيبها ما قاعد تسوي لي شيء جديد. حتى لما تجيب لي شيء قديم يعني يا ريت لو قاعد تجيب فان فيفورت. اوكي بتجيب لي شيء قديم مثلا جيب لي داينو كرايسس مع الانجن الجديد اللي انت مسويه حق ريزدنت ايفل، لو تبدل لي زومبيز داينوسورز ولا شنو راح تصير؟ اذا ما يطلع لي نمسس يطلع لي تيركس لاحقني ولا شنو راح تصير؟ بس لا هم مقفلين احنا نبي نسوي ديفلوبمنت ياخذ وقت. الديفلوبمنت ما شنو الحين بانديميك وما نقدر نشتغل. يعني مثلا قال الحين الجيم اللي احنا قاعد نشوفه باتل رويال ولا مثلا مالتي بلاير ولا ما ادري شنو، خلاص اوكي انا ندري ان الحين كلكم تبون باتل رويال كلكم تبون تطلعون فلوس، بس الفن اللي بالجيم قاعد يروح. كان في شغله ذاك يوم كنت قاعد اشوفها جيم بلاي حق لعبه على دريم كاست. I think Lucent maybe she was with me when we were talking about Dreamcast. الرسم كان وايد سيء برزيرك. زين صار فيني احنا شلون كنا نلعب كذي؟ حتى لما نرجع حق رسم بلاي ستيشن 1 ولا قبل كان رسم سيء بس كنا نلعب واحنا نستانس لانه كان في جيم بلاي حلو، كان في قصه حلوه. الحين انا بس قاعد اشوف انه جرافيكس وكل شيء دي ال سي وكل شيء يبونه بفلوس. اوكي انا مرات ادفع الدي ال سي، يعني انا حق فاينل فانتسي دفعت صراحه حق دي ال سي او خذيت اللي هو الديجيتال اديشن كولكتر ديجيتال اديشن فاينل فانتسي 14. طبعا كل ما ينزل روح الاكسبانشن اخذ الكولكتر اديشن بيكوز اوكي وي لايك ذيس جيمز. قاعد اشوف الجيمز اللي يدد انه ما في شيء يحببني بالجيم وهم في دي ال سيات ليه متى. هذا بس اللي انا قاعد اتحبط منه شوي. اتوقع بالاخير انا راح افتح لي مزرعه وقاعد اربي دياي. خلاص اعتزل الجيم. I'm just joking by the way. Anyway guys, thank you so much for joining the stream. اتوقع الحين بس راح يتكلمون عن some indie games و some different games. ان شاء الله يوم السبت I'm gonna play Final Fantasy 7 remake وراح العب الشابترز اللي هم اللي يدد ان شاء الله. واول بارت من الستريم راح العب يمكن بس اول شابتر من الجيم عشان نشوف الفرق بين نسخة البي اس 4 وعلى أو نسخة PS5 الفرق اللي بينهم. So thank you so much for joining the stream. Want to continue watching the trailers? I'm gonna just keep them. But other than that, you're free to go. And I'm going also. أنا صار لي فترة قاعد على الكرسي وظهري بلش يعورني ومفعول البروفين بلش يروح. So I think I should go and take my medicine, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for staying with me for 2 hours. صراحة I really appreciate that. Keep in touch on Twitter. Once I'm gonna stream راح أكتب بتويتر نفسه. If you want to join my Discord channel, let me know or send me a message على Twitter or even mention me. أو حتى لو تكلموني بالإنستغرام. I'm gonna add you إن شاء الله على طول بالسيرفر مالي على Discord. I'm thinking إن الأيام اللي ما نطلع فيها ستريم على شو اسمه على تويتش ويوتيوب I can stream على ديسكورد ونلعب هناك we can chat we can talk we can have fun also as well. I'm planning to do that صراحة most of the time بدل ما نطلع online. So thank you guys. يعطيكم العافية and نشوفكم إن شاء الله يوم السبت. Final Fantasy 7 Remake PS5 version.
Hey everyone, my name's Will Lewis. I'm a co-founder of Rose City Games, and we are publishing Garden Story. Garden Story is being developed by our friend Pico Graham, with music by our friend Graham Nesbitt. There's a lot to do in Garden Story. It's combat, exploration, management, where you're constantly learning about new characters and about parts of the island that you're kind of helping put back together. Moving between the seasonal villages of your island, you take on a lot of requests and challenges to help your community and discover a history between the characters and what's been going on there recently. There's this omnipresent, mysterious enemy called the Rot that's been popping up in force, and it's your job as the island's new guardian to take it on, even though you are the youngest greenling there. It's so fun to explore the really charming and chill elements of the game. There's really just a lot to discover. A lot of mystery mixed in with the gameplay, and a lot of really great atmosphere with how the art and the music comes together. The combination of some of Garden Story's more classic game inspiration with that chilled out, bright art and music style is really special to us. It's really easy to jump in and feel good about living in the world. The art and animation, music and sound effects bring something really, really new while making sure that you are comfortable in the game and feel right at home, despite all the new challenges in front of Little Guardian Concord. We can't wait to see you in the Grove when Garden Story comes out this summer.
Whether you've been trying to perfect sourdough or just get through all the piles of panic bought pasta you've accumulated, quite a few of us have spent a bit of time in the kitchen this past year. This next game aims to take your real-life cooking abilities to the next level, whether you're a seasoned chef or a culinary catastrophe. It's a super chill cooking sim that specifically explores the fascinating world of Philippine, Korean, and Japanese cuisines. Sit back and allow us to nourish your senses. This is Soup Pot.
I'm Gwen Foster from Chicken Club, and we're a collective of game developers making a game called Soup Pot. Soup Pot is a chaotic and chill cooking simulator that allows players to discover more than 100 different recipes from different regions, all of which can be accessed in a social media app called Cookbook.
Teka lang, where's my recipe? Recipe, take me back my energy. Energy, ito yung bawang na I cannot see. I cannot see, panghalo to sa delicacy. Delicacy.
What makes our game unique is that there are no fail states. We wanted players to be able to learn and fail and have fun with cooking. Cooking has always been part of many games, but has rarely been the central mechanic. For Soup Pot, we work with chefs and cooks to make sure that the recipes in-game you could also make in real life. For the first time, we are showing that Soup Pot is just not limited to dishes that can be made with cooking pots. You can also grill and skewer.
Kalma lang yung fire pre, baka masunog yun. Ano bang susunod? Di mo ba alam yun? Take a look na lang sa recipe sa karton. Don't you worry now, here cooking news is so clear. Mix mo lang with everything, busog until next year.
At Chicken Club, we love games like Overcooked, Cooking Simulator, Hot Pot for One, Tenba, and Moonglow Bay. We hope that our game makes you love cooking just as much as we do.
Next game comes from Glitchy's studio in France. This is a musical story. It's a beautiful adventure game that trades in dialogue trees for rhythm-based gameplay.
Hello everyone, I'm Charles Bardin, game designer and co-composer at the French video game company Glitchy Studio, and the game we're going to show you today is called A Musical Story.
Did we make it? Where am I? Wait, who am I? Am I dreaming? I can hear music. Yeah, I know this. This is my band. This is our music. This was our dream.
In a musical story, you play music to unlock memories. The game is set against a 70s backdrop with influences from Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin or Jimi Hendrix, and tells the story of Gabriel, a young musician trying to come to terms with his situation through the connections to his musical memory. Gabriel and his friends decide to participate in the legendary Pinewood Festival. Gabriel will experience friendship, love, but also very hard times as he struggles with addiction. The entire story is told without using a single word. The gameplay is very different from any musical game you know, as there's no visual playhead on screen. Everything is based on your ability to listen to the music and understand it, making it a very organic and rewarding experience. We and our friends at Digerati have put hearts and souls searching for the best possible balance between fun gameplay mechanics and a meaningful and soulful story. We really hope you'll enjoy the game when it releases later this year on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, iOS and PC, and we are super excited to tell you that a free demo is available to download on Steam right now. Have a good day, everyone.
Video games are such a beautiful medium because you can literally make them out of anything. Developer Kong Orange, who made the criminally underrated Felix the Reaper, are back with a painstakingly nuanced and super hyper detailed stop motion experience called Vocabulantis. And while stop motion is nothing new to games, their POV and perspective here is something really special, and it's still a few years out, but we're pretty pumped for it.
My name is Johan Oettinger, and I am the stop motion part of Vocabulantis.
I'll need a word with the word Führer. His stupid interjection army is destroying Vocabulantis and my speaker scope. What did my speaker scope ever do to? Wait, the elevator is coming. This could be useful. Yes, plan. The humans will find me here. I need them both up here. Yes, clever.
I've made stop motion since I was a child, and I do it professionally now, but ever since the Neverhood came out in the 90s, I've dreamt of making a stop motion animated video game. But where you can control the characters, they can run and they can jump and they can grab onto things. But then it's fully stop motion animated, where the animator moves the puppet and you take a photo and the animator moves the puppet again. But to make it more interesting, we do it a little bit different. So the animator moves the puppet and we take the photo. So as you can see, each pose of the puppet is photographed several times with different light directions. And out of them, we can combine those photos into a normal map. The character running around in the 3D engine will have light information based on real light.
Oh, you decided to come back? Evil boy of no use. None of
integrates into the handmade sets that are photogrammetried in our photogrammetry scanner over here. Let me show you. So there is a motion control that controls the camera back there, and then the same motion control controls the objects, and the camera back there takes from each position of the camera, it's around 100 photos. The software turns it into a mesh, and then we use that in the game engine. We want it to look like a stop motion film, but still we can make all the levels fun to play and interesting to play. Thank you so much for checking Vocabulentis out. I hope you liked what you see. We are looking forward to show you more.
Okay, yes, get up now. Now show that you are worth some use at least.
Having been pretty much rooted to the spot for over a year now, the desire to jump in the car, drive off into the sunset and never look back is strong in all of us. This next game from the creator in the car, drive off into the sunset and never look back is strong in all of us. This next game from the creator
Is a unique adventure that blends procedural generation and narrative in a way that has almost never been seen. You start playing as a teenager that wants to escape its country in the brink of turmoil and reach the border, which is thousands of miles away in the mountains. As you try to get closer to the border, you will come across different characters, each of them with their unique backgrounds, storylines, and very strong personalities.
Before we get much further, I should let you know that I have some anger management issues. Now you know. So, where are we headed today with Happy Taxi? Then just north it is. Now sit back and enjoy your ride with Happy Taxi.
By making those decisions along the way, you start tracing your own path to the border, and that path will be different for each player.
I saw you looking at my mags. Are you a fan of dinosaurs? I won't get angry if you aren't.
What? You will discover personalities of this country inhabitants, their backgrounds, their secrets, their trauma, and progressively, by all the decisions, you may even change their country.
Guess you forgot I had a gun! Now, get in your filthy van and find me a light.
I'm Mikey Goodman. I play Jared and many other characters on the Road 96.
I feel like having a smoke.
A lot of bad things happened in his life. He's really bitter and he's kind of taking his revenge out on everyone else.
Depending on your tastes, the destination and most importantly the path to the destination will vary from thousands of possibilities.
They helped me, played games with me, they stole my money. And they made me realize that I have to come back home. I have to make my own way, to help the brigades. Where am I? Road 13, Road 42, Road 67, Road 96.
While it's still early, developer Strafon has created something really special and unique with the Wandering Village. On paper, it's a town building sim. You go about your business, you build up your population, erect buildings, mine for resources, but it has a really rad twist.
Hello everybody, we're Claudia Beck.
Hi.
And Philomena Schwab from Strafon Studio, and we're here today to present to you our upcoming game, The Wandering Village, a city building simulation game on the back of a giant wandering creature.
Our studio is known for doing science-based games, and this one is based in biology and ecology. Visually, the game is inspired by Moebius and Studio Ghibli, and musically, it's influenced by various forms of folkloric music from all around the world. Your people will be escaping and seeking shelter from a toxic fungus. And they will find it on this giant animal they call ombu. Traveling from biome to biome, bringing new opportunities, but also new challenges. And you're going to be communicating with the ombu to create and build on your symbiotic relationship.
If you build this specific building, the Horn Tower, near the animal's head, so it will be able to hear you, you then get this additional view of zooming out to the animal and giving it different commands. Such as run or lay down. But the ombu is still a wild creature, and so it may decide to listen to you, but sometimes it won't, depending on mood and your relationship with the animal. We are big fans of city builders and colony sim games in general. Don't Starve, Black and White, The Settlers, RimWorld and Banished, and all of them inspired us. If I have to choose two games that are most similar to ours, it would be Frostpunk and Airborne Kingdom, because they not only share our genre, but they also have a unique setting and a limited building space. We're hoping to release The Wandering Village on Steam Early Access later this year in Q4. So if you liked what you saw, please consider to leave us a wish list. And if you want to stay up to date with the development of the game, come join us on Discord. Thanks for your attention. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Next up is Unbeatable from D-Cell Games, just coming off a super successful Kickstarter campaign. Oddly, it's another beautiful narrative adventure game with rhythm mechanics, but much different than a musical story, so please enjoy.
I'm Andrew Tsai.
I'm TJ Maddox.
I'm Rachel Lake.
I'm Vasily Nikolaev.
I'm Jeffrey.
I'm RJ Lake.
And we are D-Cell Games. We're making Unbeatable,
an anime-inspired rhythm adventure game where music is illegal
and you do crimes.
The basic setup is simple. You have two buttons, one button for up and one button for down. That framework powers everything, from fighting off monsters during a rock concert, to winning an eating competition, to playing darts.
In between that, you're going to be exploring the city, avoiding the authorities, talking to locals, finding hidden secrets, and, of course, planning out your illegal underground concerts.
In this early section of the game, Beat, that's the girl with the pink hair, and her three bandmates have just barely managed a daring escape from the local police.
They find themselves washed up on a beach on the outskirts of the city, and now need to scope out a venue and figure out where they're going to lie low and practice.
Before you go on for the big show, you're going to be finalizing the songs that you're playing.
The songs you have access to here are all based on what Beat and the band have managed to write, which is influenced by all of your decisions.
Unbeatable is a synthesis of everything we love about our favorite games with the memories that we have of watching bootleg anime as kids.
With Unbeatable, we're telling a multi-generational story about nostalgia and the ways that nostalgia objects change when viewed with different contexts. We're enormously excited for everyone to check it out when it's done.
Since that will be a bit, why not download our free demo, Unbeatable White Label, right now? You can grab it on Steam and itch, and it will let you play through a dozen songs already.
Thank you from everybody at D-Cell Games.
Our pals at Devolver Digital are back with developer Acid Nerve for Death's Door. This is the team behind Titan Souls, so if you're a fan of super challenging combat, tight boss battles, and birds with swords, you're gonna dig this one.
Hi, I'm David Fenn. I'm a producer and designer at Acid Nerve, and we're working on a game called Death's Door. It's a fantasy action-adventure set in a strange world where nothing naturally dies anymore, and this group of lazy office worker crows are in charge of maintaining some sense of order. You play as one of the crows, and your job is to venture into the outside world and reap the souls of the dead. Combat focuses on intense, fast-paced brawls, where mistakes are punished and skill is rewarded. Our background is in tight 2D pixel art action, and we've been careful to maintain the responsiveness of this style. The world is fully explorable and it's entirely handcrafted. All of the characters and enemies that you meet have memorable, twisted designs as well. Death's Door has plenty of high-octane action, but it's equally about discovering the secrets of its unique setting and unravelling its mysterious story. The structure and the scope of the gameplay most closely match one of our oldest inspirations, The Legend of Zelda. You have a grim job to do, but you'll also bring hope to the weird and wonderful residents who are trying to make their way in this strange place. The setting and the circumstances are bleak, but the moment-to-moment interactions have touches of humour and positivity. It's this juxtaposition that we find so compelling, and we really hope that you do as well. If so, you can look forward to playing Death's Door when it comes out this summer. Thanks very much.
Over the last generation of games, we've seen such crazy leaps in animation, but it's not just technology leading the charge, it's artistry. Behind the Frame is a perfect example of that. It's a narrative-focused experience from a developer out of Taiwan called Silver Lining Studio, and it's got serious Ghibli vibes. Also, rumor has it during playtests, it's been known to be a tearjerker.
Hey guys, I'm Wei-Chen Len. We're a Silver Lining studio located in Taiwan. Today we're going to show you a little bit of our game, Behind the Frame. Behind the Frame is a puzzle-solving, story-oriented game. The story is about a painter who is pursuing her lifelong dream to become a professional artist.
Alright.
We really want to make the game feel like anime film, so we use cel anime style to differentiate interactive objects from backgrounds. The gameplay is in first-person perspective, with several cutscenes. But she later on will found out her apartment has some secrets that she didn't know of. Like I mentioned before, we want this game to have anime and whimsical feels, so we chose hand-paint 2D panorama environments instead of building a 3D model. The story is really about love, life, and how to preserve memories. We are really excited to be part of Date of Death. Thank you guys.
We've always felt like the mission at Day of the Devs needed to extend beyond our own bandwidth, so we always take a turn to spotlight organizations around the world that are doing good by the gaming community. One of those is Asobu. They're based in Tokyo, and they're helping indie devs in Japan make their dream projects come true.
Hi everyone, my name is Anne and I'm the manager of Asobu, a community hub for indie creators here in Tokyo.
遊ぶっていうのは何なのか。遊ぶのコンセプト自体はコミュニティを作っていく、コミュニティを醸成していくということです。今具体的にどういう活動をしているかというと、渋谷にコミュニティスペースを運営して、そこをベースとして活動をしている初期メンバーの方々が主にゲーム制作を活動をしています。
Here at Asobu, we are all about helping Japanese creators. We're trying to build a community where they can learn from each other, find friends, collaborators, promote their project by connecting them with other awesome indie communities all over the world or outlets, like today, the Day of the Dev.
すごくいろんな人々にとってはゲームを作るということがどういうことなのか割と分かりづらいことなんだと思います。それをゲーム作りはこういう人々がやっていて、こういうプロセスでこういうふうにやってる、そしてこういう成功を収めることができる、そういうことを広くいろんな人に伝えていきたいと思っています。そんなコミュニティをクリエイターたちと一緒に作っていくことによって新しい風が吹くのかなと思っています。
But back to the end point on promoting Japanese indies, here is a few games to keep an eye on. Electhead is a unique 2D puzzle platformer being solo developed by the young creator Namatakashi. is a tiny robot trying to bring back the light to the world. Electricity runs through everything you touch. Including any place you toss your robot head. Elec Head is due out on Steam and itch.io later this year. Demolition Robots KK put you in control of a giant robot, how to make all the cash you can by destroying as many buildings as possible. Developed by Takaaki Ichijo, this is multiplayer mayhem with a twist. Switch viewers can influence the game by choosing items or actions on screen. Demolition Robots KK is planned for PC and console release later this year. Walk is a survival horror title from Kazumi Games. Inspired by influential games from the PlayStation 1 era, Walk takes place at dusk in an unnamed Japanese suburb. You control a defenseless schoolgirl trying to return home before dark. As she's pursued by mysterious shadow creatures.